Hi, I'm Paul, and in today's video, I'm excited to share 5 Obsidian plugins I have recently added to my Obsidian Vault in 2025. These plugins are becoming useful tools in my daily workflow, helping me stay productive and organized. By the end of this video, you'll uncover some new plugins that you might not have come across before or considered using. Join me as I showcase 5 powerful community plugins that are making a big difference in my Obsidian workflows. Coming in at number 5 is Callout Manager, an Obsidian plugin that makes creating and configuring callouts easy. Usually when I use callouts in Obsidian, I use the core plugin command palette and hit the / command in the editor. Then I choose a templater snippet of code. So in this case, I've got one for a quote snippet that simply places a callout. If you're running Obsidian 1.8 or higher, you can right click the callout and change the callout type, but sometimes you don't know what the callout type looks like, or you can't remember what it looks like. So this is where the Callout Manager comes in handy. So you can see here that I've pasted what the Callout Manager plugin is about, but I don't really like the callout. So if I come into my Obsidian settings, navigate to my Callout Manager, then simply click on Manage Callouts. Inside here, I can get a quick snapshot of what all my callouts look like. So this callout could be either a note, or it could be a summary, or it could be an info. So I could either just click and have a look at my info callout. I could change the color of it if I didn't like it to be blue. I could make it green. If I didn't like the icon, I could change the icon. And if you find that you don't like the color that you've set, you can simply just reset it back to the normal color. Now you can either insert the callout, click the arrow, and that will insert the callout for you, or you could just use it as a reference and then right click callout type, select info, and then just change it to the callout that you want to use. So this is quite a handy community plugin. You could also just have a callout note reference with all your callouts on it. But I think the Callout Manager is quite nice to customize callouts and also have a reference point for your callouts. So coming in at number 4 is the Obsidian Custom Frames plugin. So this plugin turns web apps into panes using iframes with custom styling. And it also comes with presets for Google Keep, Todoist, and more. So once you've installed and enabled the plugin, you simply come into the options. Then you want to come down to this drop down, and the default option is custom. So you can add your own custom URL. You've also got a few predefined here. So you can see we've got Google Calendar, Google Keep, Google Tasks, Notion, Obsidian Forms, Readwise, Todoist, and Twitter. Probably should say X now. If we select the Obsidian Forum and hit Add Frame, now we've got a Obsidian Forum custom frame, and we can click into Show Settings, and inside here we could change the display name, the icon, which references from Lucid Icons. It also adds the URL. Because it's preset, this one we don't really need to change anything. We can add a ribbon icon, open it in the center, or force an iframe, and then we can set the page zoom, and there's also additional CSS and JavaScript. And if we don't want this iframe anymore, we can remove it. When you do add a custom frame, you need to restart Obsidian in order for it to apply. So I'll go ahead and restart Obsidian. So you hit Control P to launch the command palette, and then type in the word custom. That'll bring up our custom frame. You can see here I've got open Obsidian Forums. Because we told it to open in the center, it's going to open in the center. Some of you watching will now think that this plugin is going to be obsolete with the Obsidian Web Viewer. And for those of you not familiar with the Web Viewer, it's available in Obsidian 1.8. So if we close this one and hit Control P, and type in Web Viewer, then we've got our option to show history, search the web, or open the Web Viewer. So let's go open the Web Viewer. Now with the Web Viewer, we have to navigate to Obsidian Forums, then click on Obsidian Forums. So there's a few extra steps there in order to get to the Obsidian Forums using the Web Viewer. Whereas with custom frames, I can simply just Control P, custom frames, go straight to the Obsidian Forms. Now let me show you another use case. So if we close that one, come back into our custom frames community plugin. This time we're going to add a custom frame. So we'll hit add frame. You can see I've got a new frame. I hit show settings. I'm going to change the name of my new frame to Smart AI. I'll just leave the icon default for now. I'll paste in my Smart AI URL. Then I don't want to open it in the center, and I'll leave everything else default. And remember, when you add a new custom frame, you need to restart Obsidian. So go ahead and restart Obsidian. And then now I simply Control P, type in custom again, and I have my two frames now. I have my custom frame and my predefined Obsidian form. So I select my Open Smart AI. That opens my AI tool over in the right-hand pane. You can see here I've got Smart AI. I can change this icon as well if I don't like it. And then I can start using my AI tool in my right pane whilst in Obsidian. Now this pairs well with the Commander plugin. So you can simply go up to the tab bar, add your custom frames command. So you can see here I've got custom frames open Smart AI in my tab bar. So then if I close this one that I opened with the command palette, you can see I've got my little Commander custom frame open Smart AI. And then when I click that, it just opens up my AI tool in my right pane, ready to go. So this could be good if you're summarizing a book note and you just want to make it more concise, or you're doing something on YouTube where you're taking notes about a YouTube video and you just want to use your AI tool in order to further distill your note. Coming in at number 3 is the Auto Note Mover plugin. So this plugin will automatically move the active notes to their respective folders according to preset rules. Once you've installed and enabled the plugin, you simply come into the options. Now you can set your trigger to be automatic or manual. I set mine to automatic. There's also an option to use regular expressions to check for tags. I just leave this disabled, and this is recommended to disable this setting. Then you've got down here your rules. So you can see I've got 3 rules set here already, and you can exclude folders as well. So we're just going to click the add new rule. Now it's going to ask me the name of the folder that I want to auto move my notes to when I set a specific tag. So I'll come in here and put my tag that I want to set. So in this case, it's going to be my little spanner. So anything I set with the spanner is going to auto move this note into my cards tools folder. So I'll specify cards, then tools as the name of the folder that I want to auto move the note to. And that's simply all I have to do. I can put additional tags for tools if I like, but I'll showcase how this one works. So now we've enabled our rule. We come into the Note Lab, and there's this note that I was working on yesterday called Overthinking Metacognitive Therapy Techniques. Now, if we look at the properties here, I've got a tag on there that says My Tools, but I haven't got a rule set for that tag. Because I've been working on the note, it's actually set in my Note Lab, and I didn't predefine or organize it with quick add when I was making the note. So I simply come into here, and then I go down and select my spanner, which is my tool icon. And then you'll see up the right-hand side, it says move the note to the cards tools folder. So if I go down into cards now, into tools, you can see that that note is sitting in that particular folder. So that's quite handy when you want to quickly just auto move notes without having to go use a commander or a command palette to move and then choose where you want the note to go. It just auto moves based on the tag that you predefined. The only one criticism with this plugin is it hasn't been updated for 3 years, but it still works. So it might be something worth checking out. So coming in at number 2 is the plugin tag folder. This plugin shows your tags like folders. Once you've installed and enabled the plugin, jump into the options. Personally, I haven't changed anything in here once installing the community plugin, but if you want to always open in tag view, then you simply switch on, and that's going to enable this little tag icon in the left pane and set it as the default view when you open the plugin. You've also got the option down here to change the order method from the display name, file name, modified time, or created time, and you can make that ascending or descending. And there's also some other options for tags and actions. So I haven't changed anything. I'll show you how it works. Once you've installed it, you'll have this tag folder in the left pane. You click that, and then now it shows all my notes in their respective tags. So whenever I make a new note, I tag it with the seedling, and this tells my brain that it's a new note that's just been planted in my vault and it needs to be worked on. So if we click the down arrow, we can see that I've got some tools here under my seedling that I'm working on. So if I want to flush out new tools that I've just put into my vault, I come down into here, and then I can just choose the same note as I used before, which is overthinking metacognitive therapy techniques. You can see here in the properties, I've got my little seedling, but I've already distilled this note from yesterday. I've created my Excalibur drawing, and I've put my 4 steps for metacognitive therapy steps. So I can upgrade this note now from a seedling to a evergreen note as well as a distilled note. So I can take my seedling tag out. That updates it on the tag layout here. Then I can put in my distilled emoji as well as my evergreen emoji. And now it adds it to my distilled folder. So you can see now I've got it up here in distilled. And I've also got it in my evergreen here under evergreen. So there's 2 locations now that it lives, and it's also in the My Tools and Tools emoji. So I can find it down there as well. So I find this is good when you just want to flush out a note using a tag in your vault, or if you're just trying to find something related to a specific tag and you don't want to search through your folders. And it works best in a hybrid setup. So you've still got your folders where you organize everything. You still have your dashboards, your workspaces, but you've now got this additional useful plugin to further organize notes in your Obsidian Vault. So coming in at number 1 is the Obsidian Modal Form plugin. So this plugin allows you to define forms that can be opened from anywhere. You can run JavaScript. It can also be combined with templator or quick add commands. If we have a look at the option, there is only the option to change where the editor is shown, which is the main left or right view. To access your modal forms, Control-P modal. And you are presented with a few options here. You can either create a new form, edit a form, import a form, manage a form, or insert a form template. We'll go into Manage Forms, and then that brings up the Manage Form page. This plugin comes with an example form, so we can click on Edit. Then that opens the example form, and we can preview that by hitting the Preview button. And this will just give you an idea of what's possible with the Modal Forms plugin. So you can see here that we can create a text field, a date picker, time of day, a toggle. We can also search a specific folder. We can do a multi-select fixed, select values from a data view query. We could select a type of note from a folder. We could do a little slider or a list suggester. So it's pretty powerful what we can do, and we can use this to enter data into our vault. So I use this on a few of my Obsidian templates. I use it for my daily note. If I open up my side pane and launch today's daily note, it presents me with a modal form, and this one just prompts me to enter anything I need to get off my mind today, what my focus is today, and what did I learn or work on. I could also set my mood here, whether I'm happy today, whether I'm sad, tired, relaxed, or bored. And then you simply submit, and then that opens your daily note, and then you can go fill in the remainder of your information. So you can see I've got a few different modal forms in my Obsidian Vault. It also works well for adding a book note. You could put when the book was completed, the topic, the author, the URL, the rating, priority, format, the cover, and the status. Inserting a quote of the day, adding an achievement to your Obsidian Vault. I'd like to make a special mention to the tag wrangler. So this plugin allows you to rename, merge, toggle, and search tags from the tag pane. So once you've installed and enabled the plugin, you'll see over on the right pane, you've got under tags, show nested tags. Then inside here, you can see I've got all my tags in my Obsidian Vault. So this is useful when you want to search for a particular tag. So you see here I've got 6 book notes, and if I left click over on the left pane, it will show me all those 6 book notes. Now these are book notes that I've made, so I might need to change the name of this tag. So I can do that by right clicking, selecting rename book note. Now you can't undo the rename, so that's just something to note. And I want to place this in the tag my and make it a sub tag called book note. So I simply hit continue, and that goes and renames those 6 notes. So now when I scroll up to my and hit the drop down, you can see I have book note listed now under my book note. Another handy feature of this plugin is I can right click and open a random note, and this works with the random note plugin. So if I open a random note, it's going to open a random book note that I've taken. So that can be handy. So this is another useful plugin to just have in your Obsidian Vault. And there you have it, 5 community plugins that can seriously level up your Obsidian workflow. I hope that you've discovered a new tool that excites you and improves your note-taking experience. If you've recently found a plugin that's been a game changer for you, please share it in the comments below. Your recommendation could help other Obsidian users discover amazing new plugins. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.